It's a real pleasure to welcome all of you here today to the market close ceremony to commemorate 60 years of Eastern African Association promoting trade and investment, facilitating access and creating opportunities in Africa. At the LSC, raising the tray, as I say, it's about converging the three C's. And it's capital for providers and users, communities, which are the key partners that drive our ecosystem, and conversations that help to shape policy, governance, inspire best practices, and altogether motivate companies and corporations, governments to always prioritize people over profits and agendas. Accordingly, it is with a huge sense of pride that we count Africa as part of our growing global community.
We're all here because we see the value of East Africa and we see opportunities there. And to try and inform and enable networking and encourage people to become engaged in the countries we cover, and I think it's a very worthwhile one. We all know there are problems through the region, but those problems also mean that there are a lot of opportunities that a number of people or organizations feel are sufficient to put them on. But we want people to see the region as being successful. And as it grows, and it does grow, the figures are there, both economically and in the capabilities of the people and the qualifications of the people, Africa is going to become increasingly important in our world.
Thank you very much, Lord Valentine. Thank you very much, Abby. And on behalf of the EAA board, I now invite Mr. Dennis, the Vice President of Afrexim Bank, just to say a few remarks. Afrexim Bank is sponsoring us, is supporting our dinner tonight, and you're all welcome to join us. So, Mr. Dennis.
But on behalf of Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Directors, let me congratulate the association for this 60th anniversary. I know we haven't done a lot of business together, but Afrexim Bank is here to partner with you as you expand into the East African community. We are really glad to be here, and thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
On behalf of the board, Jeremy Lefroy is one of the board members of the Eastern African Association. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank all our members. Without the members, we would not be here, and I'll say a little bit more about that later. And also our sponsors. It's great that Afrexim Bank are here and have been tremendous sponsors today at the London Stock Exchange. With the London Stock Exchange. They are a bank that does a huge amount right through Africa, obviously headquartered in Cairo, and you'll hear from their Vice President later on, and Valentine will say a little bit more. Just a few words about the Eastern Africa Association, which is there. We are there to promote and support long-term sustainable investment in Eastern Africa, and not just from outside, but also in country and region.
Early years, find its expression in East Africa and the Eastern African community. The concept of bringing these markets together has already had momentum in the immediate post-independence years. with the first East African community created in 1967. While the original organization lasted only until 1977, cooperation continued to various degrees until in July 2000 the Treaty for the Establishment of the EAC came into force, which offered potential of truly transforming the economies of the region, aiming to integrate its members more deeply in the common market. And note I said aim. There's been some successes, but there's a long way to go in many areas, and perhaps in some areas the aims were perhaps maybe a little misguided, but the overall effort to cooperate for mutual growth and success seems to me a valid aim.